Today, I will introduce 5 instructional design principles for creating multimedia materials. These principles aim to reduce unnecessary cognitive processing, minimizing the use of learners' limited working memory, and helping them use their cognitive resources effectively to deepen their understanding. The first principle is the coherence principle, which suggests that multimedia materials are more effective when they exclude unnecessary information, even if certain details are related to the learning content. If they are not essential for understanding the core concept, omitting them helps learners avoid unnecessary cognitive load, leading to better learning outcomes. The second principle is the signaling principle. Signaling can be divided into 2 types: verbal signal and visual signals. Verbal signals include elements like heading and voice inflection, while visual signals involve highlights, color codings, or arrows. Using these signals can attract learners' attention and enhance their learning experience. The third principle is redundancy principle. It states that when on-screen text and a narration conveys the same information, it can be lower learning experiences. However, using brief text or slightly varied text alongside the narration can enhance learning outcomes. The first principle is the spatial contiguity principle. This principle suggests that related text and graphics should be placed close to each other. For example, a poor example would be a textbook that has an explanation on one page and its corresponding diagram on the next page. Placing them together is much more effective. The final principle is the temporal contiguity principle. It states that related information such as audio and graphics, audio and gestures, and narration and animation should be presented simultaneously for better learning outcomes. If displaying related information simultaneously is not possible, research suggests that it's more effective to show the visual first. Next, I will explain the Japanese writing system. Japanese has 3 types of characters: kanji, hiragana, and katakana. Kanji originates from Chinese characters, and each one carries a specific meaning. In writing, kanji is often used for keywords like nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Hiragana is primarily used for grammatical purposes, such as particle and conjunctions, serving as a supplementary script in sentences. Katakana is used for foreign words, onomatopoeia, and certain proper nouns. For example, in the sentence, 私は学校でテストを受けた。私, I, 学校, school, and 受け, took, are keywords, so they are written in kanji. Ha is a particle that marks the topic of the sentence. De, at. O, object marker, and keta is a past tense form of the verb 受ける, take. They are written in hiragana to support the sentence structure. Testo, test, is a loan word from English, so it is written in katakana. Now, let's discuss origins of each writing systems. Kanji came from China. Before its introduction, Japanese was purely a spoken language. Around the 1st century BCE, through cultural exchange with China, the Japanese adapted Chinese characters and adapted them to create their own written language. Although some characters are still similar to their Chinese counterparts, the pronunciations and the usage often differ. Hiragana developed around the 8th century as a simplified from kanji. It was particularly favored by aristocratic women for personal writing, earning its nickname Omnade. Katakana also emerged in the 8th century, evolving from simplified from kanji. It was primarily used by monks and scholars as a phonetic aid in studying Chinese texts. These three scripts together form the unique Japanese writing system used today.